Good morning. This is Employment Opportunities with Randy Clark. This show is about employment opportunities right here in Sylacauga and the surrounding areas. If you missed part of the show today, or you just want to review some of our job listings, go to YouTube, WIL TV 47 Employment Opportunities with Randy Clark, or just go to the WIL Facebook page. Now, this week's special guest was born and raised right here in Sylacauga. She makes her home in Sylacauga. Author of Traveling Teresa children's book series, and my friend Teresa Conville. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Teresa, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I'm born and raised in Sylacauga. I've been married 43 years to Doyle Conville. We have a daughter, Beth, son-in-law Lee, and sweet little granddaughter Hannah, who live in Georgia. So a lot of our time is on the road.
Right.
If you want to know more, I can give you a little brief information.
Sure. Tell us about Teresa.
I attended Sylacauga City School System. I was in the band from the 6th grade all the way through the 9th. I was a B-team cheerleader in the 10th, and journalism class for my junior and senior year. And that's when it hit me that I really liked writing and photography.
Okay.
So you throw in traveling, which started approximately 27 years ago, going out of the country. So traveling, photography, spending time with my family, writing, reading are all my hobbies. So Traveling Teresa was born in my head many years ago, and then friends said, you need to write a book. I had a little red suitcase that went everywhere with me, so I combined the two, and that's how it came Traveling Teresa with a little red suitcase.
Okay, so Traveling Teresa has been with you a long time. You just finally put it on paper.
A long time, working for the school system for 25 years. I didn't really have time because most of my time was spent with photography.
Right.
Especially soccer. I became the soccer mom, even though...
I've seen some of those great pictures.
Thank you. Even though my daughter graduated in 2001, I stayed with soccer till 2017.
Okay.
So that's when Traveling Teresa really came to life, is right after I stopped doing photography with the soccer team.
Great books.
Thank you.
I love them.
Thank you.
Okay. What maybe that we didn't cover that you did in your career leading up to writing about Traveling Teresa? Was it the kindergarten and the elementary school? Is that what started it?
I think really what started it is my love of traveling and photography and wanting to share kindness and love and caring with as many children as I can. Although, when this book came out right here, Mystery of the Little Red Suitcase, I had as many adults say, I love your book. And so I
love your book. That's great. I read it twice last night.
Thank you. So I realized then that my stories would probably be okay. It's a mixture of my life, make-believe, mystery, and just kindness. And that's what I want to get across to mostly children, but adults also.
Okay, well, in so many words, without giving away what's in the book, could you tell me a little something about the Traveling Teresa Chronicles?
I can. This is the first in a series of 5 or 6. And in this one, she goes to her grandparents' house for baking day on Saturday with her grandmother, Sweet Pea. And they need her favorite mixing bowl, which Papa had accidentally taken to the attic with some other bowls. And in the attic is where Traveling Teresa sees this little red suitcase and begins to wonder what's going on. This is a sample that I had made, although I have a larger one that actually looks like the book's suitcase. They modeled it after the larger one. It's actually a carpet bag that they used many years ago. So in the next book, you'll learn more about how it came about. You can read the first chapter on my website of this book, and that gives you enough information, I hope, to get you hooked on wanting to read the whole book. I'm not going to go into where she travels to. I'll leave that as something that you can read, but I will tell you this. It's my favorite place to go. Been there 6 times and would go tomorrow if somebody was going.
Okay, great. How many books do you have so far?
I have these 2, Mystery of the Little Red Suitcase, and It's Baking Day, Yay, with Sweet Pea and Traveling Teresa. There are 13 recipes, and each recipe has its own little story, which in some ways was harder to write because I had to have 13 different ideas to make this one work. Family and friends actually tested the recipes, told me what to change, and we put the book together, and in the back I thank each and every family that helped me. So I tried to include as many people from Sylacauga as I can in helping me write my book, because I love Sylacauga. This is who I am, and I am who I am because of the people of Sylacauga.
Great, great, great. Now, the characters in the, can you tell just a little bit about them without giving too much away? Because I want everybody to get this book. They are great.
Okay.
You need your own copy.
Okay. Well, Traveling Teresa in this book is 9 years old, loves to spend time with her grandparents, loves to go and bake with Sweet Pea on Saturdays. She has a friend, Charlie, who lives next door to her grandparents. And if you see Charlie's shirt, you'll know that he is autistic. Although Traveling Teresa doesn't know that in this book. She will find that out in the next book. Then she has a little brother, Tyler, who will be introduced in the next book, and a lot of friends in the next book. I wanted to start out simple. So it's Sweet Pea, her grandmother, Papa, her grandfather, Tyler, her little brother, who's only really introduced, and then Traveling Teresa.
Okay, great. Now, you know, when I was looking at this book right here last night, I had to have me some cookies.
I know.
And when I got up this morning, the first thing I done, one of my favorite songs during Christmas is Christmas Cookies with George Strait.
Yeah.
Not only did I listen to it first thing this morning, I had to listen to it on the way down here.
Okay.
So, good. Now, just a little bit more about Traveling Teresa and Sweet Pea's cookie recipe book.
Okay. What exactly would you like to know? And I'll give you as much as I can.
How did you come up with all these recipes?
It wasn't as easy as you think.
I bet it wasn't.
Actually, this book was born, Ronnie Sims, I hope you don't mind. Ronnie Sims and I talked about making a Traveling Teresa cookie at a book signing I had at Buttons and Bows. She said it would probably, at that time, be a little too complicated because there were so many colors, because Traveling Teresa loves tie-dyed. And so we talked about all kinds of things, and that's when it hit me, why don't I do something with cookies and just write a little short cookie recipe book to publish in between the Traveling Teresa series.
Okay.
So that's what happened. It came out during COVID, so it kind of slowed things down a lot. It also slowed down, COVID also slowed down my thinking process, which took the new book a little longer to write. I have a great team. Carol in Atlanta is my everything. I talk to her once a week. She helps me get through these things. Met her through Decory Hill, who's also a local author. Chelsea Strong is my website media person.
Okay.
And then I've had 3 illustrators, Jaimin, Davia, and Tanya.
Okay. Now, one more thing I want to talk to you about, but first I need to announce a couple of job listings,
Okay.
and then I got an important question to ask you.
Okay.
All right. So, a couple of job listings I have here. Hometown Barbecue and Grill up in Sylacauga. They need some waitresses, cashiers, backline, and grill cooks, and apply in person. Harvey's on Noble, right here in Sylacauga, one of my favorite restaurants. They want to add a hostess, servers, and bartenders to their team. Just go down and talk to Keith, Denise, or Sky to apply. Main Street Family Care. They're hiring medical assistants, nurse practitioners, billing team, and administration. Giovanni's Restaurant, right out here on 280 in Sylacauga. They're hiring dishwashers. Come in anytime and get an application or ask to speak to Crosby. And they hire high school kids, 16 and older. Not just high school kids, but they do hire high school kids and older folks. Okay. Safeguard Corporation, right out here in Oak Grove. Safeguard has immediate job openings, full-time fire extinguisher service technician. Their hours that you can apply are 6:30 till 5 p.m. No experience necessary. You must have a good driving record though. Insurance, paid vacation days, holiday pay, and they have a retirement investment program. You must apply in person Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, or Friday, 8 to 3 at 39610 U.S. Highway 280, Sylacauga. That is 39610 U.S. Highway 280, Sylacauga. And there's one more thing I'd like to talk to you about this morning. Our Beautification Council right here in Sylacauga. They are having a membership drive. This is one of our main volunteer organizations right here in Sylacauga, and they help keep our city beautiful. If you're looking to volunteer, you need to check out the Sylacauga Beautification Councils. It's only $25 to join, and they very much need your help. Now, Miss Teresa.
Yes.
Tell me about the Traveling Teresa light pole.
Okay. I just happened to see on the Chamber of Commerce Facebook page they were doing light pole. That was in for the October, and my cousin Megan Gunatakis Jones is very creative, so she helped do that, and that was fun. So we decided to do one for the Christmas light pole.
Y'all done one for?
We did one during the fall season,
right.
Like the October.
Okay.
And then we decided to do one for December. So it's right in front of Charlie's.
And it's beautiful.
And it's Santa Stop Here with Traveling Teresa with one of a copy of her book that Megan put together. And so, yes.
Yeah,
and I appreciate the Chamber doing this. This is a great thing to help.
And it brightens up Sylacauga so much.
They're all beautiful.
They are all beautiful. Now, one more time, how do we order your books? How does the viewers get a hold of your book? Because everybody needs one. These are so great.
Thank you. I am self-published, which means I have the books and I can autograph every one that goes out. And I can meet you if it's convenient for me and you. I can mail it. But you can order it on the website, travelingteresa.com. You can find Traveling Teresa on Facebook. She has her own page. You can find her through my Facebook page, Teresa Bishop Conville. And yes, that's how you can do it.
Great, great. And remember, go on the Chamber of Commerce webpage and vote for Traveling Teresa light pole. And one more time before we go, how can we get your books?
Please visit travelingteresa.com or Traveling Teresa's Facebook page or my personal Teresa Bishop Conville Facebook page. And there are bundles. So the new book will be included, so you can get like all three for a certain price, or you can order individual, or you can order these two. I do have hardcover available. And so there are some books in the public library and the school libraries. And I do hope to visit schools after the first of the year.
Okay, great. Traveling Teresa Chronicles by author Teresa Conville. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
It's
I've
been great.
enjoyed it. I've loved sharing with everyone.
All right. Thank you, Sylacauga. See you in 2 weeks. Not next week, but 2 weeks.